Independence High School, class of 2024. Please take your seat. On behalf of the entire Independence High School staff, I'd like to welcome each of you to Falcon Stadium this evening. At this time, I ask our senior band students to come forward for one last performance of the Star Spangled Banner under the direction of Mr. Trevor Williams.
Is Coach Peter ready? Can you sing? Say that for me.
Right.
He's a great coach. Good man.
That he is.
Role model.
Oh, it's like Aaron. Right. And they'll have them.
We didn't have a gown.
So, but what color was it?
Would everyone please rise? Please be seated.
Sarah, look, we should a lot of reasons. She called the state park and get a free
You're scared?
All right, good evening. My name is Dustin Green, the Assistant Principal of Instruction here at Independence High School. As our students get seated, I do want to correct myself. Our band director's name is Mr. Trevor Myers, and he's a fantastic teacher of an award-winning band program. We will begin tonight's program by inviting our Independence High School Senior Class President to stage to begin our student speakers. Please welcome Kaylin Bolden.
Good evening, families, friends, staff, parents that are already crying, and graduates. My name is Kaylin Bolden, and I'm honored to introduce myself as the Class of 2024 President. As I stand before you today, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. Excitement because we made it, and nervousness because we will all be taking different journeys and won't go to school all together again. But before we jump into the roller coaster of adulthood, let's take a moment to reminisce on high school. From the awkward silence in our freshman year Zoom courses where we were all just staring at each other looking lost, we've come a long way. Remember the joys of starting freshman year online? Who knew algebra could be even more confusing when you're staring at it through a screen? And you have to remember making friends in a Zoom breakout room. That had to be the most terrifying thing that could happen. But honestly, shout out to Mr. Giese for forcing us to interact, because that's where I met my best friend, Jamie. Let's give it up for our teachers, the heroes of our high school world. Miss Ayers, Miss Ayers, strutting around in her boots like she's on a catwalk instead of a classroom. Miss Hawkins, loved by all for her patience and support and for always keeping a secret stash of snacks in her desk drawer. And who could ignore Mr. Polsky's sarcasm? This next part of my speech is dedicated to my hero, in which I received my name and my life's blood. I want to thank my mom. Though there are many people in this world who have helped and watched me succeed, the one person I couldn't have done any of it without is my mom. My mother never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whoever I wanted to be. She is my true role model in which all my inspiration comes from. Thank you for all of the hard work and time you put into creating me and making me the person I am today. Life throws curveballs at us, or in my case, softballs to the face, but whether you end up breaking the school's all-time rebounding record, or just breaking a sweat trying to get to the student store, the important thing is to keep going. Because in the end, it's not about how many times you fall, but about how many times you make everyone laugh with your epic recoveries. But before we charge into the future, let's take a moment to consider something important. In our rush to become adults, to achieve and to succeed, let's not forget to simply be. The world will always be full of tasks to complete and goals to reach, but it's essential to cherish who we are beyond our to-do list. We are human beings, not human doings. We must focus on our existence, our presence, and the quality of our relationships. It's about appreciating the present, being mindful of our thoughts and feelings, and nurturing our true selves. It's about finding joy and fulfillment in who we are. It is not always about our accomplishments or staying busy and productive. So let's strive to find balance, stay grounded and present, redefine what success means to you, focusing not just on external achievements, but also personal growth, happiness, and fulfillment. One of the biggest lessons I have learned throughout high school is that instead of avoiding our past and the things we have been through, it is better to learn from it and understand that all things happen for a reason. Through the negative and positive, you will always learn a lesson from the people that you meet or the situation you were put in. It's not about who you are now, but who you are just destined to be. In the words of the greatest, Lil Baby, let the kids know they could be one. Lawyers, doctors, authors, you ain't gotta rap or make it D1. Build up a foundation you can stand on, just grow up to be someone. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. The world is ours. Let's make it a place worth laughing about, worth living in, and worth being ourselves. Class of 2024, they not like us. They not like us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaden. Our next student speaker will be Daniel Trevizo. Please welcome Daniel.
Eureka! I finally found my voice on a platform for me to share my words with the world. Spoken from a kid who was too afraid to ask for extra ketchup with my order, standing here is beyond what I would have ever dreamt of. But that's the beauty of growing up. Surpassing the expectations of your younger self who thought the world was only as big as homework and nap time. Except I believe it's important to hold on to your childlike wonder. It's okay to want a little treat or be excited about puppies. Life is wonderful when you don't try to act like an adult. Too often have I been reprimanded for my desire to be a little silly. That innocent joy should be fostered in our youth, or else we'll all become dull and boring. Yes, there will be hardships, but if you can't laugh at the face of misfortune, you'll only be tangled in its mess. Because when you're presented with an inconvenience, why should you let emotions dictate your actions? I find that learning about your inner machinations allows you to experience life the way you want to. Everybody here holds an incredible amount of unique qualities that only you can take the time and effort to understand. Sometimes it feels like all you want to do is yell at your parents for making you do the dishes. But is that really who you are or what you want? Being educated is being aware of that choice. It's knowing the difference between right and wrong. That's our responsibility as a new generation of scholars to be kind in an otherwise unkind world, expressing compassion and empathy to those around us. It doesn't matter whether you were fortunate enough to receive it or not. What matters is what you choose to do at this moment. With 12 years of education and that youthful gleam in your eyes, where will you go now? Will you find time to love yourself? What will you do on the day of your child being born? These are the questions we may face as we take our first steps into the unknown. Lastly, I'd like to share a life experience of mine. On October 24th, 2023, my father had been diagnosed with cancer. With this diagnosis, his unyielding character buckled from the weight of fear. I learned that my old man cries. I learned that he fears, that he worries, prays. And through these cracks in his armor, I saw my dad for who he really is. A mortal man, doing his best to love his children for just one more day. But he's not just any mortal man. My dad is my best friend. And he's living proof of the indomitable human spirit. So I leave you with this. Change happens faster than most of us like. The only thing you have control of is your perspectives. All of life's reprimands, setbacks, and inconveniences pale in comparison to your potential. Live life being unapologetically yourself. There's no hiding when you find that there's always the same person in the mirror. Find the love for your flaws, your mistakes, and your passions.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And for our final speaker this evening, please help me welcome Karina de los Santos.
Good evening. My name is Karina de los Santos, and it is a lovely privilege to be standing here delivering a speech to my fellow graduates, family, and faculty. It has been difficult trying to keep this speech a secret from my family because it was so hard to stop thinking about this opportunity. It made me wonder what I could possibly write about, feeling as if there's an infinite amount of topics that could be said. Yet, I would always come back to the thought of living in the present moment, allowing me to remember the time I was in elementary school. Year after year, I would constantly look at the grade above me. I wanted to get older so I could be like the cool kids. I wanted the freedom and ease I could get just by being older than I once was. I wanted to be done with the smaller tasks in life and move on to the bigger things that I could choose for myself. But now, as I look back at that vivid memory, it makes me realize how much time has passed since I first yearned for that thought. Considering I was always waiting for the future, I couldn't live in the present. Yet I wanted more time to enjoy living life. As it is often looked over, experiencing all the emotions life brings, for the reason that we're constantly being distracted by everything running around us. Especially now, as we counted down the days of our senior year, we could barely wait for college decisions, proms, finals, and graduation to be over. And of course, not everything that happens is planned for. There will always be delays in the changes in your path. But nevertheless, that is what makes living in the present so special.
You learn from your experiences and everyone surrounding you. So while I stand here today, I want to emphasize how important it is not to overthink about what you'll be doing in the future, but to focus on becoming the person you want to be, because the past is already gone and the future is never promised. So live in the moment, because life will never wait for you. Enjoy your time with everyone around you, and don't try to skip past all your encounters, because time passes by quickly when you're surrounded by love. As Mother Teresa once said, go out into the world today and love the people you meet. Let your presence light new light in the hearts of people. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it. Thank you.
Can we get one more round of applause for our fantastic speakers? It's not an easy challenge to stand up here in front of you and speak to your peers, so they did a great job. Next up in our program will be a performance by IHS Festival Chorale. At this time, I would like to ask our senior choir students to join the Independence Festival Chorale in their performance of David Lance's song named Closer to the Flame, under the direction of Mrs. Lindsay Walker. Thank you to our senior students and our Independence Festival Chorale.
Yeah, she's just embarrassed. She's too embarrassed to put it on.
Like about when we did.
Over here, baby.
All right. In tonight's program, you will find a listing of all of our seniors who have met the requirements established by the Kern High School District Board of Trustees in order to receive a diploma. Attached to some of the names, you will find one or more symbols meant to identify students whose academic achievements and extracurricular commitments have qualified them for additional local, state, and national honors. Those seniors received adornments they may wear along with their caps and gowns this evening. I will provide a brief description of each and will ask those students to stand, be recognized, and to remain standing. In the Kern High School District, all grade point averages are calculated on a 4-point scale. However, students who accept the challenge of enrolling in advanced placement and honors classes earned an additional grade point in each of those classes, which are then included in the overall GPA calculation. The content and rigor of these classes are equivalent to the college level courses and may earn them college credit should they pass the AP test or if the course is dual enrolled with a class at Bakersfield College or Cal State University Bakersfield. Tonight, we have 4 seniors who have finished with a perfect GPA of 4.50. That's not an easy task, and probably not all that they've been doing either. As such, these 4 students are named the first-in-class recipients and will lead their class when their diplomas are awarded. Would our 4 first-in-class recipients please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and please stay standing. In addition to this group, we also have 4 seniors who have completed an early college pathway through Bakersfield College, and in doing so, have earned an associate's degree to go with their diploma tonight. Will these 4 students please stand? Joining our first-in-class students are 78 additional seniors who have also been honored for their excellence in academics. These students have a grade point average of 4.0 or higher throughout their 4 years of high school. Each of these students, including our first-in-class, has been given a medal representing the Principal's Award. Would the recipients of these medals please stand? Other academic achievements that have earned recognition include students who are wearing a gold stole. These students have earned membership in the California Scholastic Federation, or CSF. Will those students with a gold CSF stole please stand and be recognized at this time? Seniors who are wearing gold cords have been inducted into the National Honor Society, while those wearing red and gold or red, white, and blue cords have earned induction to the Spanish Honor Society or French Honor Society. Will the students wearing any of these honor cords please stand up and be recognized for your national honor? Students completing one of our 3 major programs are represented tonight as well. FFA students were awarded blue and gold cords. Energy Academy students were awarded silver cords. And Abbott students were awarded purple cords. Other course designated honors may be found in forensics, red and gray, mathematics, blue and gold, and drama theater, white and gold. Would all of these recipients please stand? At this time, I would like to recognize the independent seniors who have chosen to represent our country through their enlistment in the military, or who will attend college followed by military service. Will you please stand and be recognized? We would like to thank you in advance for your service to our country. Included in this group of representatives, we've had one who is already enlisted and is in uniform among you this evening. All students may be seated. At this time, I'd like to introduce the principal of Independence High School, Dr. Guillermo Alvarado.
'24. Wow. Congratulations, graduates. Good evening, parents, guardians, friends, staff, and graduates. Before I start tonight, what I'd like to do is I'm going to have the graduates please stand, look to the stands, and please congratulate those that helped to get to this accomplishment, and let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead and have a seat.
I know. The students are like, can we go home already?
Graduates, today we honor you for all the achievements over the course of your academic years. As parents, we stand before you proud of your accomplishments and your hard work during the most difficult time we have encountered in our lifetimes. I don't know what it's like to enter high school online, not be around my peers, my teachers, my friends. You have an experience that none of us adults will ever understand. But your perseverance through these turbulent times show that you can make it through any situation that life brings before you. As a parent of a 2024 graduate, and an Independence High School principal, I'm extremely proud of all of you. During your time here at Independence High School, you have learned and demonstrated our RISE values: responsibility, integrity, service, and excellence. I wish I could give you many words of wisdom. However, I can only provide you with some general guidance and how you can exhibit our RISE values that you've learned here in your future endeavors. Just remember to be responsible, because responsibility involves being accountable for your actions and being reliable and fulfilling your commitments. Remember to have integrity, because integrity involves being honest, ethical in all your interactions, and upholding high moral standards. Remember to serve your people, your community, because when it comes to service, it involves helping others and giving back to the community and contributing to the greater good. And be excellent in everything you do, or strive for excellence, because it involves striving for the highest standards of equality and performance, and constantly seeking to improve yourself and your work. But overall, by embodying our RISE values in your actions and decisions, you can demonstrate a commitment to being a responsible, ethical, and service-oriented member of our community, and strive for excellence in your future endeavors. Class of 2024, congratulations. Welcome to the next chapter of your life. Us adults, we welcome you to the club. You're not an adult. You're adulting now. So we wish you well, and congratulations. Tonight, we have a guest district representative, Mrs. Libby Wyatt. Mrs. Wyatt, as the principal of Independence High School, I certify that each and every senior assembled before us this evening have completed all academic requirements established by the current high school district board of trustees or by the state of California to receive a diploma. Mrs. Wyatt, I present to you the class of 2024.
Thank you so much. It is such a privilege to be here tonight on such a special occasion. So I appreciate Dr. Alvarado inviting me to come and to share this experience with you. I'm Libby Wyatt, Director 2 of Human Resources for the Kern High School District. It is with great pleasure that I'm here to represent the Kern High School District, Superintendency, and the Board of Trustees. Graduates, you have much to be proud of this evening. This is a culmination of 4 very hard years of work. I'm so very proud and honored to share this evening with you. I want to thank your teachers, parents, family members, and the entire Independence community for supporting you on your journey, and I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Dr. Alvarado, as a representative of the Kern High School District, I certify that these students have met the certificate requirements of the Kern High School District and the graduation requirements of the state of California. I now present to you the Independence class of 2024. Congratulations.
It is with great pride that I wish to present to all of our guests tonight and to every student they collectively make up our 2024 graduating class. Now, what we're here for, to celebrate you. Mrs. Martinez, let's proceed with the distribution of the diplomas.
Well, she's 18.
Yes, she asked if,
She liked it, yeah, right.
I was like, they're not
You like Carrie?
Jaden Paul Tungate. Aiden Amy Gale Underwood Wright. Kiara Urende.
Is that now already?
Thank you. Love you all.
Silali Uribe. Emily Valdez. Andy Isaias Valdivia. Jennifer Valencia. Kimberly Guadalupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, I'm going to invite our class president, Kaylin Bolden, one more time to take us through the tradition of moving our tassels.
Graduates, please stand. Class of 2024, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left.